Good morning, Academy55 premium members and everybody else who is watching the recording. David Garn here on Tuesday, the 13th of August. It's now 5 to 8 in the morning here in the UK. Looking at the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame with the Academy 55 strategy and indicators. First thing we need to do very quickly is get our MC4, MC5 up and running. Make sure you've got your trader system up and running, and make sure you've got your risk to reward in purple, your lot calc in purple, and that all important 1% risk there. And you've got your Academy 55 indicator running in the background on the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame. So what can we see this morning? Well, we can see these areas. I'll switch it on to the 5 minute very quickly. We've got a sell zone on the 5 minute time frame. Got a buy zone here. Price is above the purple line, so we've got a buy bias, and the buy bias has been going on an awful long time. So we've got a buy bias going. I've also checked the news. There is no red flag news, although there are 4 or 5 bits of news all at 8 o'clock, all for the Spanish inflation, which seems to be going down. Now, because there's 4 or 5 of them, it might, and it's Spanish, it's not the main contributor of the EUR. Germany and Spain and maybe Italy are. So I don't expect it to move that much, but it could move 1 or 2 pips. And it's inflationary, but it's good news inflationary according to the list. So if anything, that'll give more strength to the euro. But we'll wait at 8 o'clock to see if anything happens. And I don't suspect much will happen, but you never know in this game. You just never know. So we're lying here and wait. The next alert I can take is a sell alert, or can I act on this buy alert? And if I'm acting on this buy alert, this is where I must be. But now, as you can see, we're actually selling, and we have got a sell. So I'm going to take that away straight away. Remove that. Go to the short position, and this is where I want to be. No, down there actually, where the trend line is. Making sure I'm 2 pips away to give it a bit of wriggle room. So I want to be down here with my with price. Move that a bit. Move that down. Yeah, I need to be all the way down here really. But then again, I've got imbalance there, and that'll drag me down into the buy zone. So I'd have to be managing my trade quite extensively if we do get down to this area down here. Put the line chart on, 2 pips away. Yeah, I need to be down a bit further, but I'm covering all that imbalance there, which is will price come up immediately on that 8 o'clock when I said it was going to be good news for the euro? See, there we go. Folks, throws a different complexion on it now, and I don't really want to be suckered in. Although it's only 4 or 5 instances of news, if it is slightly good news, it could come up here and see that imbalance and then go even beyond that. We've got a minute to wait to find out anyway. Another 30 seconds. And we'll see. It might be bad news and then make this sell go even shorter. And it might do nothing because, like I said, it's Spanish. 4 or 5 instances of Spanish news, which is not a main contributor of the EUR. So we'll have to wait and see. But something may happen. We'll know we'll know now actually. No, not a lot happening. But we have got this imbalance to fill out and a wee bit of imbalance up here as well. So we'll see. Nice to see so many people on this morning. So if we get down to these levels here for a sell, I might and put my stop loss to my entry as soon as possible. So, well, as soon as I feel that I give it enough wriggle room to do what it needs to do. But as you can see, it's right. So possibly coming out to fill out these imbalances here, and maybe even this tiny bit of imbalance here. You know, so I think we'll stick to the trading view, the trading view, because this is the scenario for the sell. But as you can see, that takes me into buy zone territory. Perhaps they would go and uh, put the put price on the purple line, the buy zone, maybe, if that's what's going to happen. And we've been steadily going down and down and down. And now we're underneath on the 1 minute time frame, we're underneath the purple line, just about. So a buy bias might be the order of the day at the moment. I guess we'll just, like always, we'll have to wait and see on that. But that's the scenario at the minute. At the minute and on the minute, literally giving myself, when you see SL20 on your traders, that means you're 2 pips away from entry. You can change this. Just moving that up. See it goes, see the prices go. But I like to keep it 2 pips away minimum. And now where the trend line is, it's been covered as far as imbalance is concerned. So I'm quite happy with that. So if it does go down, I'm ready to take a sell, but I've got to wait for my stop loss to be with the trend line for the sell. That means price will be down here. We'll have to wait and see on that. And then we're into the buy zone, of course. So the buy zone might be negated. Could be. I mean, this time of the day, if they're going to negate anything like that, it usually is this time of day. But I will be putting my stop loss to my entry if I wasn't, if we are going to get in the trade. My stop loss to entry, at least waiting for that to at least go 1% if it does, and then put my stop loss to entry. Because if not, what is the point? I mean, we're here to make money. So there's no point putting your stop loss at entry before that, because you're just not going to make any money. And that's the whole point of this game anyway. But at the moment we're getting consolidation, but at the and still going down within that consolidation, slowly but surely, still going down. So I've got my finger on the button just in case we have any volume push to the downside. keeping that 2 pips away. I'm waiting for my stop loss to, there's the trend line, which is red already. Everything else is red. And there's the trend line there. So if that gets down to there, that in turn will mean the price is down here, and I'll be in for a sell if that is indeed what will happen. We'll have to wait and see that. See if that happens. But like I said, we're going down. We're creating lower lows all the time. So wouldn't surprise me if that happens. Here we go, and new lower low. Wait for that stop loss to go with the entry. Right, I'm in the trade. Stop loss is on the trend line. Got a big bit of imbalance there, needs to be filled. Where am I as far as the still quite away from this support and resistance line and the buy zone, so that's fine. Maybe I'll wait till it gets to this trend line here, 29.8. I'll put a line on there to remind me, 29.8, which is there actually. So if price gets to there, if we do, I will be putting my stop loss to my entry, because there indeed is a, let's mark this up properly. I'll put it on the minute, it'll help, won't it? My price is down there. That's where we are there. Yeah, indeed. If price gets to this level here, if we do, we're at that support and resistance line. Let's just put it back onto trading view a minute. Support and resistance line. It's been quite a while since that's been respected. Let's put it on the 5 minutes. See, it's been respected there. There, look, my support and resistance line there. So it could be again. So that's why I'll be putting my stop loss to my entry if we get that far. Because that's obviously a fairly important area. And indeed, I've got it drawn up on my MT4. So if we do get down to this level, as soon as price gets to that level, I'll be putting my stop loss onto my entry, because it could bounce and go back up again, or it could carry on down into, and we're certainly in the buy zone. If it does break that, we'll be into the buy zone area. So that's very risky territory to carry on the sell. But by putting my stop loss to my entry, if we get that far, I've protected my equity. And if it comes down and takes me out for nothing, so be it. I haven't lost any money. Protected my equity by doing that. And if it carries on down, happy days. But there's no volume in the market now whatsoever. But look at the size of these candles. Getting ready to put my stop loss to my entry. If we get there, give it a bit more wriggle room. And that's only like 0.75%, I think, judging by that down there. And if we feel like it, obviously there's no point. There's you want to, no. Some people would take the profit if you're on a large prop firm account, understandably. Don't go bust by taking a profit. But to play this scenario out, I'm going to put my stop loss to my entry. And hopefully you have a big volume surge to take us into the middle of the buy zone, which we know lurks down there. But we'll see. We're not at that scenario yet. Not counting chickens. Just being patient, waiting for things to maybe happen, hopefully. We're creating lower lows ever since 7 o'clock. So hopefully this is the directional bias for the day, but you never know. Price will do what it's going to do. We've got a little bit of imbalance there and also imbalance there that needs filling out. But when they're going to do that, hopefully after our trade, but not necessarily so. And what I could do if I'm thinking in the future, if price gets down here and the parallel size do follow down, I could be following once we get past our entry with my stop loss, following the parallel size down. So I got a bit of money each time. Could be doing that, but in reality, one or two candles could actually go and do my take profit. And in reality, one or two candles can actually hit your stop loss. It's that clear cut, really. So a bit more of a push down to that line. Right, we're on that line now. So I'm going to put my stop loss to my entry. So whatever happens now, I've got a risk-free trade. If it comes down and wipes me out, it's a shame, but I haven't lost any money. And hopefully, mind you, we're into the buy zone now. So let's go and put this on there. Put it on the 5-minute time frame. Oh, look, see, we just touched the buy zone line. So, and we've created an imbalance up here and imbalance there on the 5-minute time frame. So we'll have to wait and see on this. Oh, right. I'm going to, whoa. No, I'm not pushing my luck. Took the trade because we're deep into the buy zone. It looks like it's going a bit more. And maybe I was a bit too cautious. And I would have had me, let's have a look on the trading view. Yeah, I would have had me 2% by being maybe a bit cautious. But we had all this bunching up over here on the 5 minute time frame. This is. We was into the buy zone. So, but I took mine out there, which is about 1.8, I think, something like that. But nevertheless, a nice little trade. If I was not so cautious, I would have got my 2%, but that's hindsight. As you can see, it's reacting now because I can see on the 5 minute time frame, we can see all these imbalances. So there's a reason for price to get up here anyway. So I didn't want to push it too much because of where we were. But I'm happy with that. I'm going to put the chat on. So if anybody wants to talk about the trade we just seen, I'll give you a couple of minutes. And then if that was your trade, congratulations. And so you no need to trade for the rest of the day. Raj says brilliant, 1,600. Don says 2% hit. Thanks, David. You're welcome, guys. I will say these trades are for educational purposes only. I'm not asking people to copy me, but I understand people do. So people do what they want to do. I'll do me and you do you. But if anybody says, don't tell them that I ask you to copy me, because I don't. Like I said, this is for educational purposes only. Ian Orford says, I've seen David over the last couple of weeks that very often when there's another zone right below or above the candle, will move toward it. Yeah. Well, yeah, there was the buy zone there and the bigger buy zone there. So obviously, we don't know. We're not privy to the information, but obviously there are orders here for a buy. I suppose again, it's all about timing, Ian. Are there a lot more stop losses with a lot more dollars or pounds or yen or euros, whatever, tied up in stop losses down here than there is up here? We don't know. But we do know that they have to fill out these imbalances here and here at some stage. And so they could fill out all these orders, fool everybody that they are indeed going to return up here again. And then by doing that, they'll create even more buy orders down here and then turn around and come down and fill these the stop losses are down here as well, thus gaining more money. I mean, we just don't know, Ian. The only thing you can do really is trade what you see, like we always do, and make your snap judgment at that time. But great question. But great trade. Thank you very much, Ian. Orford said that. So got an early breakfast today. So enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, please do not go over trading. Save your equity as much as you can. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks very much for your time. You're welcome, Steve. Raj says, brilliant again. Okay, glad you're enjoying it. Spurs us on. Makes us really happy the rest of the day. So see you guys tomorrow. Thanks very much for being here, and see you guys tomorrow. Cheers for now. Bye.